you don't know about me, I used to be a huge underachiever, but through obsessive self-improvement, I found my success. Earned a college scholarship, played for my national futsal team, a YouTube channel with over 100 million views. I've helped players worldwide, and I'd love to help you improve faster and achieve more.
So you want to get fit, you want to improve your stamina, you want to be able to run longer than everyone else and perform to the best of your ability for the entire match. But if you're like most people, you probably don't want to do what's necessary to get to that level. So before you start your training, you need to change your mentality and change your perspective, the way you look at fitness. Now, you may have or you may have not done the beep test in your past. And the beep test is one of the most painful fitness tests that you'll have to go through. It's very common in soccer, and lots of coaches and teams make their players do it. It's a great indicator of how fit you actually are. Now, the problem is most players are avoiding this fitness test at all costs. The only time they're going to do it is when they are forced to do it by their coach or forced to do it at a tryout. I want you to change your mentality. This is something you want to do on a regular basis. In the beginning, it's going to be difficult. In the beginning, it's going to be scary. It's going to be painful. But the more often you put yourself in that situation, the easier it will become, and the more you will actually learn to enjoy the pain of fatigue, the pain of hard breathing, heavy legs. You need to be able to get yourself into that situation on a consistent basis. Because when you're in the game and you are forced to track back, to run forward, to defend players, to help out your team, you can't just give up because your legs are heavy or you're out of breath. You have to keep going. So when you're doing these tests and when you're doing any type of training, learn to enjoy that feeling of getting out of breath. Yes, it's painful in the moment, but when you're done, you feel good. You feel like you pushed yourself. So learn to enjoy that feeling and constantly put yourself in these situations. Whether you're doing this test or you're doing any type of training, you want to put your body in a situation where it's hard to breathe, your legs are getting heavy, your mind is telling you to give up, but you keep going. And if you do that consistently, when you show up on game day, it's going to be easy for you, and it's going to make a big difference in the way you perform, and it's going to be a big separator amongst you and the other players that you're playing with and against. So to do this fitness test, I'll show you exactly where to go to get the files, to download the little audio file that I'm listening to, and show you how to set it up so you can do it. Now, I'm going to do this every week, once a week, every Friday, until my season starts in the outdoor season. And if you're crazy enough, I want you to do it with me. So I'll give you all the details that you need, but really what you need most is the desire and the courage, the bravery to put yourself in those situations. But I promise you, the more you do it, the more you will enjoy it, and the more you will be rewarded because of your efforts.
If you have no idea how to run the beep test, just go to Google and type in how to run beep test. You get tons of articles, but here's some basic instructions, and we'll go through them together quickly. So first of all, you're going to place markers 20 meters apart. So put one cone down, then 20 meters ahead of you, you're going to put another cone down or some type of marker. Position yourself at one of the markers. This is where you will start. Then you're going to press the start button on your fitness test audio. I'll show you how to get that file and put it onto your iPhone. When you hear that beep, you're going to run to the other side. You're trying to get there before the next beep sounds. Now, if you get there and the beep still hasn't gone, you just wait there until you hear the next beep, then you start running back to the other side. So wait there until the beep sounds before running back to the other marker. Repeat this process for each shuttle until you are unable to keep up with the beeps. Remember, you must wait for the beep before starting the next shuttle. So if you get to the other side, do not start running back until that beep goes, otherwise you're cheating. When you miss a beep, you must continue to run to the marker in front of you. Turn at the end and try to catch up with the pace within 2 more beeps. The test ends when you fail to reach the opposite marker for 2 consecutive beeps. So if you're running to the other side and the beep goes before you get there, don't give up. You can still keep going. If you quickly get to the end, quickly get to that marker that you're already running towards, and then you increase your speed, get back to the other marker before the next beep goes. If you try and you don't get to the other marker before the next beep goes, then you're done. That's 2 consecutive beeps where you didn't get to the marker in time. Your final score is the last level and shuttle you completed before missing a beep. So there's some other information on here if you want to read this. This is showing what average scores are or what some good scores are. But this is actually, I think this is more for just average healthy human being. This isn't specifically for athletes. Athletes should be a little higher. But let's say right in here, I'm 21 to 30. So excellent would be 12.12, average 9.13 if you're 14 to 16. There's some good indicators. What I'm going on is above 13 is excellent. Anywhere from 11 to 13 is good. That's where you want to be in. And you want to really strive to get above 13. Anything above 13, that's like really exceptional for athletes, especially soccer players. You want to be hitting the scores. So let me show you how to get the audio file. So just go on to YouTube and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, obviously. But type in beep test full audio. So then this is the file that I use here. And you can just download this and put it onto your iPhone. You may have a specific way of doing that. What do I use? So I would just take this URL. I use, I think it's called MacX. Let me see. MacX YouTube downloader. And there's lots of ways to do it, but basically you would just, you can download this file, just search, or this software, just search for MacX YouTube downloader, free download, something like that, and you'll find it. So then I would just download the file, and then I would put it into my iTunes and sync it to my iPod or my iPhone. So then when I'm running, I have this little like weight belt or waist belt that I have for my iPhone. You may have an armband, you may just have a nice pocket. But just start the audio and then get ready to go, and it's going to start in like 5 seconds, and then you'll go and start the beep test and try to go for your best score.
If you like this content, check out the Soccer Success Planner. You can download it for free. There's a link in the description below. And for advanced training, check out the Online Soccer Academy.
All right, so check this out real quick. I'm not supposed to have a camera in here actually, but I'm going to sneak this in for you guys. But I just set up some cones right here and some cones down there, and this is about 27 strides. I did a search on Google and it said 20 meters is about 27 strides of the average human being. So whatever your stride is, just make sure that you make it the same every time. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this up in the corner and hopefully no one gives me a hard time, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I recorded myself running the test and only took about 11-12 minutes, and I put it on super speed here, so it's gonna take off pretty quick. But I just wanted to give you a few ideas so you can progress at a faster rate, get better results, and improve your stamina. So first of all, if you saw my Snapchat, the first time I did this, I've only done this 2 times to date, but I'm gonna keep doing it every Friday, and I want you to do it with me if you really want to improve your stamina. But the first time I did it, I got 11.7. The second time I did it was 11.11. Not as big of an improvement as I wanted, but moving in the right direction, and I'm going to do even better next week. But a few ideas. So first of all, the beep test starts really slow. So I want you to conserve your energy in the beginning. Don't sprint to the other side and then wait as long as possible. Jog there and try to get there so you have time just to turn, take a deep breath, and then go in the opposite direction. Instead of sprinting, resting, getting yourself unnecessarily tired before you have to, because the intensity is going to pick up and you're going to have to sprint back and forth. So while you can, jog it out, focus on keeping your breath nice and calm. Next thing is starts. So that first step, really make sure that your first step is a nice, strong, powerful step, because as you progress with the test, it's so important that you do have a quick, sharp start. If you don't, it's going to take away like a half a second, which can make a big difference when the speed really starts increasing for this test. Focus on your breathing and your running technique as you are doing these short 20 meter runs, eventually sprints, but really focus on your running technique and your breathing. And focus on the sprint. Don't think about the test and the voice on the audio saying 11.1, 11.2, 11.3, and you thinking, oh, I just wish you would get to 12. Just focus on one sprint at a time, and that will allow you to block out the unnecessary
thinking about the future and just focus on the present. Focus on making the most of every single sprint and just doing the best that you can. Now, it's really important that you focus on the beeps and the speed of the beeps because they increase as the test goes on, and they even increase on each level. So, for example, when it's at 7.1, it may be a little quicker at 7.7. And what I was saying in this video, when I think I say it after this little clip, is I didn't get as good of a score as I wanted because I lost my focus. It wasn't that I was totally out of breath and I couldn't run any longer. It's just that I didn't realize, hey, wait a second, the speed actually increased. I had to go faster. So the first time I did the test, when I got to 11.7, yeah, I was like really out of breath. I was out of shape. But the second time I did it, I just lost focus, and I kind of realized, like, after 2 beeps, I was like, hey, wait a minute, it just beeped and I'm in the middle of the 20 meters. So really focus on the speed of the beeps because they will increase. So you got to make sure that you're keeping up with the speed as it increases. The last thing I want to say is, if you have the option, do this on grass. It's always better to run on grass. It's just better for your knees, your joints, your body. Anytime you have the option to run on grass as opposed to a gym floor or pavement, take the grass option. And just one more thing, don't worry about my score, worry about your own score. So hopefully your score is better than mine. I hope your score is better than mine. And I hope you realize that it doesn't matter that you're better than me, or it doesn't matter if you're worse than me. All that matters is that you're doing better each week and you're improving your stamina each week. So if you're feeling scared and afraid of doing this and you think it's going to be really challenging, just do it. Just put yourself through it. Honestly, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And if you can't put yourself through 10 minutes of pain, then you don't deserve to have stamina. You don't deserve to be a great player. So take those ideas into mind when you're running this test.
Whew. So I beat my time from last time. It wasn't as good. I kind of lost focus at the end there. I was just focusing on my running. I didn't realize the time really picked up, and I think I could have got a bit more. But I beat my previous, which is 11.7, which is pretty bad, but I hadn't ran in 3 months, and this week 11.1. So all you can be happy with is progression, not perfection. So just keep trying to beat your own score. Don't worry about my score. Worry about your own score and just try to beat that.
Thank you for checking out this video. Remember, if you are truly serious about improving your stamina, you must first change your perspective, your attitude towards fitness. It's something you want to do. You want to push your body to the point where your lungs are hurting, your legs are heavy, your mind is telling you to give up, and you keep going. You keep pushing yourself through the pain, through the fatigue, through the exhaustion. If you can run towards that pain, run towards hard work, rather than being like most players, running away from hard work, hiding from hard work, then you will be prepared and you will be a better player because of it. So when you show up on tryout day and it's time to do that fitness test and everyone else is scared, everyone else is afraid that they're going to be the worst person out there, you are going to be excited and you're going to be prepared. You're going to be better than everyone else because you ran towards the pain when everyone else was hiding, being lazy, and sitting on the couch. So thanks again for watching this video. If you have any comments, just drop one below. I'll do my best to reply. Please give me a thumbs up before you leave and subscribe for more videos. I'll talk to you real soon.
From moving up divisions to making national teams, players who use the Online Soccer Academy get results. Access elite level coaching and training, become a complete player, make a difference on the field, and get noticed when you play. Limited spots available. Apply today. Start improving tomorrow. Link in the description below.